Russell Crowe just dropped a bombshell that's turning Hollywood upside down. Reports claim he revealed a shocking truth about Nicole Kidman's divorce from Keith Urban, that Nicole actually warned Keith about his alleged affair before everything fell apart. For months, fans thought Nicole and Keith simply drifted apart after 19 years together. That Keith was the loving husband who just spent too much time on the road. But according to what Russell is allegedly saying, that story isn't the whole truth. Nicole didn't just wake up one morning and decide her marriage was over. She confronted Keith, warned him, and gave him a chance to change, but he didn't. And what happened next destroyed the image of Hollywood's perfect couple. Russell Crowe isn't just some random celebrity tossing out gossip. He's been close to both Nicole and Keith for decades, connected through their Australian roots and Hollywood careers. He's attended the same events, supported their projects, and seen their relationship evolve from the very beginning. In fact, Russell was reportedly there the night Nicole and Keith first met, that glamorous Los Angeles gala back in 2005. From the very start of their romance, Russell had a front-row seat to one of Hollywood's most adored love stories. So if anyone outside their family would know what really happened behind closed doors, it would be him. Now, insiders say Russell witnessed the real cracks forming long before the public had any idea. According to reports, Nicole began suspecting something wasn't right during Keith's endless touring schedule. He was gone almost 200 days a year, constantly surrounded by fans, crew, and temptation. For years, people praised Keith for balancing fame with family, but Russell allegedly saw a darker side, one where that constant distance started to eat away at their marriage. Nicole, as strong and perceptive as she is, began to notice changes. Strange phone calls, Keith being defensive when she asked simple questions, emotional distance when he came home from tours. Sources claim that Nicole eventually confronted Keith about his behavior, warning him directly that if things didn't change, their marriage would be over. According to what's being discussed, Russell knew about that conversation. He knew that Nicole gave Keith one last chance. That warning, which was meant to save the marriage, may have been the moment that sealed its fate. So why would Russell Crowe talk about this now? Friends usually stay silent when celebrity marriages implode, but reports say Russell might be speaking up to protect Nicole's reputation. Because right now, the public narrative makes Keith look like the heartbroken victim while Nicole is painted as the one who walked away. If Russell's claims are true, the story completely flips. Nicole isn't the one who gave up. She's the one who was betrayed. She warned her husband, tried to save the relationship, and when he crossed the line again, she finally walked away. The word warned is where things get complicated. Some say Nicole confronted Keith about an actual affair. Others believe she was warning him that his lifestyle, the constant touring, the long absences, and whatever came with it, was destroying their marriage. Either way, the alleged confrontation between them seems to be what triggered everything that followed. The fascinating part is that Russell's alleged statements don't outright accuse Keith of cheating. The way he phrased things, according to insiders, leaves room for interpretation, maybe intentionally. It gives Nicole's side credibility without directly inviting a legal fight. What makes this even more powerful is that Russell allegedly broke the unspoken Hollywood rule. You never talk about your friends' private lives, especially not when infidelity is involved. So for him to reportedly step forward means he either had Nicole's blessing or felt compelled to defend her publicly. The timing also seems intentional. Russell's alleged comments surfaced just after Nicole filed for divorce, shaping how people view the breakup before more details come out. It reframes Nicole's actions not as impulsive, but as the painful follow-through of a warning Keith ignored. Keith's touring schedule added fuel to the fire. Being away for more than half the year, traveling city to city, constantly surrounded by admirers. It's the kind of environment that tests even the strongest relationships. Add in Keith's well-known battle with addiction, and the situation becomes even more fragile. Just months after marrying Nicole in 2006, Keith entered rehab. It was a public sign that impulse control was a challenge for him, and according to insiders, Russell saw that pattern continue in other areas of his life. Fame, temptation, and isolation can be a dangerous mix, and Nicole's trust could only stretch so far. Sources close to the couple noticed a major shift in early 2025. In June, Nicole and Keith posted cheerful anniversary tributes online, celebrating 19 years of marriage. Keith's caption read, "Happy anniversary, baby," along with a sweet photo of them smiling together. But within 5 weeks, everything changed. By August 1st, Keith had signed permanent custody papers giving Nicole 306 days of custody per year, while he got just 59. That's an enormous imbalance. and a major clue that something serious happened between those two dates. Russell's alleged account fills in that missing piece. He claims Nicole confronted Keith during that window, between June and August, and that the warning happened then. She supposedly gave him an ultimatum: stop whatever was going on, or the marriage ends. And when Keith didn't take that seriously enough, Nicole followed through. No trial separation, no public drama, no drawn-out court battle, just decisive action. Keith's response to the divorce only adds to the suspicion. He didn't fight the custody arrangement. He didn't challenge the financial terms. He even prepaid child support in one lump sum, effectively cutting off any ongoing ties. Most fathers fight for more time with their kids. Keith didn't. That quiet acceptance looks less like heartbreak and more like guilt. If Nicole had evidence or caught him crossing a line, then fighting back would only risk public embarrassment. Signing everything quickly kept it private, and kept his image somewhat intact. Insiders also point to subtle behavioral clues before the split. Keith had become extremely protective of his phone, keeping it with him at all times, turning it face down, and brushing off questions about who he was texting. He was reportedly defensive when Nicole asked simple things about his day, and emotionally detached even during their rare downtime together. But strangely, around that same period, Keith's public affection for Nicole seemed to increase. At events, he would shower her with praise, talk about how much she saved him, and give emotional tributes that sounded straight out of a love song. Take that AFI ceremony in April 2024, when Keith thanked Nicole publicly for helping him through addiction. At the time, it looked romantic, a husband grateful for his wife's support. But according to Russell's alleged observations, that over-the-top affection might have been overcompensation. The more guilty Keith felt privately, the more he praised Nicole publicly. Russell reportedly noticed that contrast, how Keith's grand declarations didn't quite match the emotional distance behind the scenes. Then, there were the moments nobody saw. Rumor has it that Russell once found Nicole backstage in tears after one of Keith's concerts, shaken and hurt by something she discovered or suspected. It's unclear exactly what triggered it, but insiders say Nicole confided in Russell about troubling behavior, maybe a photo with a fan that crossed the line, or an inconsistency in Keith's story about where he'd been. Small things individually, but together, they painted a picture that made sense only one way. So if Russell truly broke the code of silence, what's his motivation? Insiders say he's defending Nicole's truth. After 19 years of loyalty and patience, she deserves to have her side understood. To the public, Keith might seem like the heartbroken husband, but if Nicole had to walk away after being betrayed, that changes everything.